And a prophet is what a prophet does, okay? And a prophet, one thing, says what things are going to come and, predicts things that happen. But in today's world, a prophet is someone who fulfills prophecy. Okay, now, there is very strong physical proof, okay, being my abnormal birth. I make claims to have the abnormal birth of Corinthians 15. And I've got this statement of birth, which has been defaced, which means it's null and void as a contract with society, okay? And I was born in 1951 in King George VI Registry, and I landed on January 5th, 1989 in LA. And this makes me a free man on the land in Canada and the United States because of these markings on here called 37,300, title to property while on water. That's my birth number. The contract, my bond with the king, is 000665. And Galatians 3 makes a reference to this will occur 430 years after the establishment of a duly recognized covenant that recognizes God, okay? Human covenant that recognizes God. And that happened in 1559 with the Act of Supremacy of 1559, where even the Queen was subject, that was Queen Elizabeth I, was subject, the law applied to the Queen as well. And 430 years after the establishment of that trust, my birth lands, okay? Now, and my birth number is 000665. Those are two big coincidences. Now, the message is that, okay, here, flat out, okay, as to Jesus' advice, when the message is said, all you have to do is believe the message, and you will attain life eternal in paradise on earth. Okay? The message is very simple. We must uphold God's creation instead of upholding God, which is what the Act of Supremacy of 1559 was all about. Jesus in John's version says flat out that, Abraham promoted a lie. Okay, well, the lie is that we have to uphold God. And basically, it's the secret of the Bible. The whole Bible reads differently. As soon as you know, it's like a mystery novel. As soon as you know what the mystery is, the book reads differently. And the mystery of the Bible is all these clues to point that upholding God's creation is the new covenant. Now, basically, in Luke's version of the Bible and in Matthew's version of Jesus' accounts, I'm referred to as the Son of Man. Okay. Now, in those chapters, Jesus refers to John the Baptist as the Son of Man as well, and Daniel the prophet is also called the Son of Man. As far as 1 Corinthians 15, it says that I'm a man called Adam. Okay, and I fulfilled that role. With my Act of Supremacy, which I filed, if it filed into the court, then these dead things called corporations would start serving mankind. Okay, it's attached with a damage award. It's a default judgment that pays all debt in the world and fulfills Gabriel's promise to Mary in the beginning of Luke, and namely that Jesus Christ's kingdom will rule forever. Or Hebrews 10 gives a very clear warning about a man like me. It says, I will send one who I hope doesn't shrink. For if he does, I will not be pleased with him. And that's the guy who delivers the new covenant. And that's exactly what I've got. It's delivering the new covenant. It's something I have to give. Okay? It's not mine. The prophecy is fulfilled. Okay? And basically, it says in in 1 Corinthians 15, that I die, and the one who is like Adam becomes a life-giving spirit. Isaiah says that I will be in the hall of the great prophets. Daniel says I'm the Prince of Princes and returning to the King of Kings. And John refers to me as the advocate, the one who really has no, the nowhere man. And as to Isaiah 3, I'm supposed to come to, I filed against the chief electoral officer in those papers in New West, which would make me the elect of Matthew 24. He triggers an event that is the wall of fire. The wall of fire is returning on Passover. I'm here to uphold the good guy called Jesus Christ and have the return of paradise on earth include everyone. As far as the accounts of Jesus Christ and John and Paul and Isaiah, it's oath holders who are being tested. And the oath holders are failing miserably of picking it up. Okay? Paradise on earth is offered to them 60 to 100 times greater. Okay? Everyone on earth is going to feel at least 30 times better. 30 times, not 30%, 30 times better. There are people who are going to be 60 times better and people who are going to be 100 times better than they are now. And we all shine on like the moon, the stars, and the sun. All boils down to faith. And I believe that there's no way. The only way John's revelation can happen is if Jesus Christ died for nothing. And that's simply not in my creed to believe. And guaranteed, the meek are set free from the assholes who take oaths. If the oath takers don't want to come, they don't want to come. But I'm holding to the beliefs of Jesus Christ that until the last day, they will be in stupor. And as to 2 Thessalonians 2, God will send a powerful delusion because they refuse to love the truth, and so were destroyed.